I'm the author of a book titled The Prescription for Pharmacy and founder of a company called The Prescription for Pharmacy, where my ultimate aim is to enhance pharmacy team performance by looking beyond profit to make more profit. Today, pharmacy really is at a crossroads, very important point in our lives. We can see that in the next 4 years approximately, there's going to be significant changes in pharmacy. And these changes are deregulation. We can also clearly notice that the Deregulation and Remuneration Committee have stated quite obviously that there will be less remuneration for pharmacies. One of the quotes that Stephen King said during the APP meeting was, why should the government really reimburse or remunerate pharmacies for wound care, for example, when it's a nurse's job? And I mean, the question is, are we going to depend in the future, is pharmacy going to depend in the future for remuneration? The services that we're currently doing within pharmacy, if you are doing any services in your pharmacy, are they going to be remunerated? I really don't know, and I really don't think so either. I can see that the future of pharmacy is Woolworths, Coles, Kmart, Target, Aldi, Walgreens, all these massive supermarkets and super pharmacies are really the way of the future. Unfortunately, that's where I see the government heading. Then another point is that was very strongly focused is we've got the $1 discounted co-payment, and I personally asked the Health Minister, Susan Lee, why are you stimulating competition in comparison to stimulating collaboration? And her answer was, stimulating competition stimulates collaboration. I did think about it a bit and I didn't get it. But anyway, when I asked her to elaborate, she thanked me for giving her my book and basically walked away. The point here is that today I visited 13 pharmacies for today, here in the Hunter region, where basically that's my backyard where I live. And I clearly only noticed that there were only 2 pharmacies that have really set some points in place for the future, which is really quite worrying. I mean, 2 out of 13 pharmacies. And then I read a poll in the Australian Journal of Pharmacy today, and the poll says, there are, I think it was about 1,000 pharmacies closed their doors in Britain due to deregulation. So when this does happen in 4 years' time in Australia, are you going to close your doors? Are you going to remain in a profession? Are you going to, close your doors, remain in a profession, or you're not really sure what you're going to do? And I can see so far that there was 66% of people want to close their doors. And then this really sets another question. Why were those 66% of pharmacists in pharmacy in the first place? Was it because it was a great business? Was it because of healthcare? Because if 66% of pharmacists want to close their doors in the next 4 years due to retail issues, due to the opening of the super pharmacies within the country, why aren't they thinking of ways that they can immunize their pharmacies today and improve on what they already have, instead of constantly just looking at price? And I asked the question, and I'm willing for any debate, why would you want to close your pharmacy down if you've got bigger companies coming in? Why don't you, at this time of your life, say, I'm going to put my foot down. I want to focus on health outcomes. I want to focus on patient and customer loyalty, and do whatever it takes for me to improve loyalty of the people within my community and the people of my nation. But yet on the other hand, I think about it and say, for those who do want to close down their pharmacies, it's really very much like what Stephen King said, survival of the fittest. them kill each other, let them cannibalise each other. One of the articles that I wrote in the Australian Journal of Pharmacy about 4 months ago, pharmacy cannibalising itself. Cannibalize each other, get rid of each other, and let the survival of the fittest. So the fittest are the ones that would be purely retail and discount based, or the ones that would have the tenacity to go beyond, over and beyond, supporting their patients, their customers, and the people of their community, and create that loyalty base. Don't you think that's what it's all about? Creating a loyalty base? Because a loyal customer or a loyal patient is a person who would buy from you regardless of price. Regardless of price. And now is the time for us, or now is the time as a healthcare profession, and specifically pharmacy, who is absolutely under threat, to really start preparing for the next 4 years instead of giving up. It's not the time to give up. And this is where I clearly say, I'm very happy for you to download my book, The Prescription for Pharmacy. It focuses on what I call the 4 pillars of pharmacy, and it's absolutely free. Please, I have only sold 2 copies only because they wanted to pay. My book is for free. Read it. Because if you improve the power of the 4 pillars of pharmacy, which are your leadership, your team, your patients or customers, and your community. Now, if you have strength and power within those, no matter what force comes from the outside, called Walgreens or Kmart or Woolworths or whatever it is, no matter what force comes from the outside, they could never, ever, ever defeat you. And now is the time to start training our mindsets, to shift this paradigmal shift in our mindset, and to say, we want to start focusing on our leadership. How can we improve our leadership? How can we improve and enhance the quality of our teams? Give them a vision. Motivate them. Let them not just work for the patient, but to be one team that works together as one to improve health outcomes. And how can we help our patients and reach our hands out to the community? And now is the time for change. So my question is, are you going to change? Are you going to do what it takes in the next 4 years to be at the highest and the greatest and most valuable level of what a healthcare professional is? Pharmacists, improving the health outcomes for the people of our community and the people of our nation? Or are you going to give up? Let me know what you think.